Hello noble ones, welcome back to my channel. This is the Metatron speaking. Now today we are going to talk about a video that I made a while ago now. I think a few months have passed. And it's a video where I talked about a specific game that I really like. It's one of my favorite games. And the title of the game is Oblivion, The Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. And I specifically talked about, it was an evaluation, about the armors that you have in that game compared to Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls 5. In that video, I mentioned that one of the armors sets that you have looked Roman. And to be specific, that was the set of the blades, which are basically the, within the lore of the game, the blades are a specific kind of warriors that protect the emperor, that they are kind of the bodyguards of the emperor.
Blade's armor is based on Japanese armor.
The German armour doesn't have bands. Those are just ornaments also. The Blade's armour is obviously Japanese. I'm kind of disappointed you didn't realise it. You retarded. Blades are samurai, not Roman. Why do you think they live in temples and use wakashayas and katanas, all Japanese? No, it's akaveri, which is Templar for Japanese. Oh, also, Blade's armour is inspired by Japanese armour. The blades are Akaviri in origin, not Imperial, so the armour weapons are all Akaviri, which is very much Japanese inspired. And the blades are originally Akaviri, and Akaviri is Japanese inspired.
Aren't the blades Akaviri based off of Japanese styled armour, weapons and architecture? Now one thing that I would like to say before starting bringing up my actual points is that I'm the kind of person who, within my personality, if I notice that I make a mistake, if I notice that I said something wrong, that I say something wrong, and you make me notice that, I will say it. I will admit it. I will say, I was wrong, I stand corrected. Okay? But when I don't think that I said something wrong, I will defend my point. And this is what I'm going to do with this video. The blades in Oblivion are mostly inspired by Roman imperial armor. Incidentally, I happen to own both armors in question. This is a lorica segmentata belonging to the imperial times of Rome. It's a legionary set. And this is a 16th century suit of armor, we could say, a yoroi, belonging to the samurai clan, Takeda. And personally, I think that at first glance, even if you're not into armors, you can immediately spot that the blade's armor, particularly the torso area, looks very similar to a lorica segmentata. Now, with this, I'm not saying that there is no Japanese-inspired parts at all. There are, and we are going to see these in a minute in the armor. But I still believe that the majority of the armor's look is Roman. Now let's compare the armors. Now, the first thing, of course, is the pectoral plates. Now, please keep in mind that here I don't keep them fully closed, but they can easily be fully closed here. This is from the lorica segmentata. This is from the Japanese armor. Now, for the rest of the torso, you can see the incredible similarities between the lorica segmentata and the blade's armor. Now, of course, the hinging method and the way it's secured is slightly different, as with lorica segmentata we have one string closing up all the hinges, whereas with the blade's armor we actually have each single segment having its own lace. But apart from that, I would say they are identical, even the colors. Moving back to samurai armor, we can see that the portion that we should compare is completely a different kettle of fish. No hinges, no leather. Okay, the front and sides of the helmet are clearly Roman. You can see that you have these cheek plates that are present also and are very similar in the blade's armor. In the samurai helmet there is no protection for the cheeks, nor any face protection. In fact, in the mempo that you see here and the yodarekake or tare, the protection for the throat, need to be added. And even with those, we still have no protection on the sides, if not that which comes from the part coming from the back of the helmet, which is called shikoro. Now, the back of the helmet is perhaps the only part that looks slightly Japanese, as you can see, the Roman helmet, in this case it's an Imperial Type H, is rather different, and it has big openings for the ears. whereas the Japanese helmet, as I have mentioned, have the shikoro, and they look similar, perhaps a little bit, but still the majority of components look Roman. Now, the only part that is clearly inspired by Japanese armor is the haidate, or cuisse, the protection for the thigh. This is the only part that it's actually Japanese, together with the obi, the part used to secure the katana at the waist. Only these two things. So, to sum it up, this is basically a blade's armor. A Roman reliquia segmentata with some kind of helmet, a round shield, and a Japanese sword. In this case I'm just using a ninja toy because I don't have an actual katana and I'm waiting for a new katana to arrive. But this is basically what it is. Now, if you want my opinion on this, my final statement is that, to me, the blades are a merging between the Japanese culture and the Roman culture. And the reason why they chose that at Bethesda, if you want my opinion, is because they are both very popular things. People love the Romans and people love Japanese warfare, samurai and stuff. So probably they thought, we need to create these really cool, badass and very strong bodyguards of the emperor and also very fierce warriors and everything. What shall they look like? And they just took these two things and put them together. And the majority of the armor is Roman. The majority of the weapons are, well, they have a Japanese weapon and a shield which kind of looks like a Scottish targe for some reasons. Alright then, well, thank you very much for watching and thank you for your time as always. And please let me know in the comments below what you think and if you agree with me or if you agree with the commentators, let's call them like that, and the kind of interlocutors that I had on my channel. And if you do, please prove your point in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, the Metatron has spread his wings. Goodbye.